Minecraft survival single player. We're in my survival world. Thank you. In my survival world today, and we've been building something really interesting today. I'm sure you can see straight away what it is. It is indeed a mob farm, and we have collected a small amount since it's been running in the last about the last 10 minutes or so. So I really wanted a mob farm type thing in this world, because a lot of these things, arrows, gunpowder, bones, it can all come in useful, and some of the witch drops as well can be very useful indeed. So I set about building this. I did a lot of this off camera, in fact all of it just about off camera, just because it's quite repetitive, tedious. So I hope you're going to enjoy seeing it. I'm not necessarily going to give a full tutorial, but I'm going to show you all the workings, and hopefully if you want to be able to build it yourself, then that should be quite straightforward to do. So let's just start down here. So mobs will fall, and I'll show you why they fall and everything in a minute, but they'll fall from a fair height onto these hoppers here, and obviously they're going to die from fall damage. It's about 42 blocks up. It doesn't need to be anywhere near as big as that, but I'll tell you the reason why mine's so high in a bit. So they'll fall into the hoppers, as you saw just at the beginning of the video there, and they will fall, and the items will fall into these chests here. So the drops are quite regular in terms of when the mobs will fall, because it's all timed and done using a redstone clock up there. There we go, we got a little drop and a couple more. Anything else? Just a couple of skeletons that time. That's very fair enough. So I'm going to head up the ladder and show you a little bit of the workings up there. So it all works off the idea of basically just a darkened room, and mobs will spawn in that. Mobs will spawn as long as they're further than 15 blocks away from you. So as long as you're not right next to this place, then you shouldn't have any problems with mobs not spawning. So let's head in. It's just the water running there. I'm just gonna have to destroy a little bit of it here. Oh, are you gonna update? Update. That shouldn't be happening. These should update. Why are you doing that? That just seems a bit glitchy. Is that happening down here as well? Don't think so. It does seem a bit light down there. So let's just put a bit of lights down. Oh, very nearly fell then. That was almost a very dangerous thing. Oh dear. Hello. 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 You're dead now. Let me just go and update these blocks here. I don't know why that's in that. That's very weird. Okay, so here we have it. Here we have 2 large spawning pads, and obviously I want to put more in, which is why this is such a huge drop, because I want to be able to put levels below at least 2 or 3. At some point, when I feel I need it. That'll obviously increase spawning rates, and then that will allow them to still drop and still die from a lower height. First things first, as you can see, the water is being dispensed on a periodic timer. You can hear a piston probably going in the background there, but that is all on dispensers along here. They are dispensers, right? Yep, dispensers with water buckets in them. So a redstone signal just oh, I've got to move because I'm going to get water bucketed in the face. A redstone wire runs along the top of the dispensers over there. I'll just try and show you when these go off. And there's a timer up there, which I'll show you in a second, that effectively activates it twice in a given time. So behind there, they've just got a redstone wire running along there, and that periodically will go on and off. I need some smooth stone now. And obviously the water pushes the mobs to the centre, and they will fall down into the hole. Stuff probably won't spawn while I'm up here, just because I'm too close. They might just on the other layer. No, I do see you over there though. Please die. Thank you. Okay, I can hear a... Was that a zombie? Yeah, I can hear a zombie. Those 2 blocks there I need to break and head up there like this. So this is the redstone timer back here. I've just got quite a simple hopper timer back here. So the hopper, 2 hoppers facing into each other, comparator either side, and it obviously activates the piston. And when this piston comes across here, the redstone block will be in front of this, and it activates a redstone wire. That then goes along repeaters here to a piston. All these repeaters are on 4, by the way, and then it blocks off its own signal. So effectively, once that redstone signal catches up with itself, that'll come back on, and therefore it activates these twice, once turning them on, once turning them off. If you just had it without this little setup here, then of course it would turn it on once, but you'd have the water there for quite a while until the whole timer went around again. So in each cycle of this, it does this whole thing 4 times. So it goes on once, off once, on once, off once. So if you just wait a second here, wait for it to catch up with itself, dun 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 dun, off, and that activates the wire and activates the dispensers to turn them off, because the dispensers, when you take away the redstone signal, that doesn't necessarily mean that they turn themselves off. No, you have to give it another redstone signal and then things will happen. So, is there anything else of great interest that we want to see back here? Nope. Nope. That's just redstone wires that run all the way back to the corner and along here like that. Let's just destroy this a little bit. There's manual override switches here, so I can do each side. That one, obviously, we'll set that off, and that's that off. With the water coming out is what I mean by that. And now down there, do I have a water bucket on me? No, I'm gonna have to go down the ladder. Let's make sure all the lights are out here. Yep, that should be okay. Ender pearl, don't have one, of course. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Very nearly fell then. Gotta be very careful. When building this I did fall on a couple of times, but I put the hoppers in quite early so they all caught my stuff, which is rather nice. Let's just head down to the bottom once more and have a look at the drops. I didn't seem to have any armor on anymore. Never mind. So I'm gonna head down there. And the spawn rates of these seem to be quite good. So we have I think it's 17 by 8, and that we have 4 times. So 17 times 8 is 136, times 4 is 544, so there's 544 possible spawning spaces, which isn't too bad for quite a small thing like this that obviously can be expanded. We want to make more of it. 11 cobblestone there, yep, and torches, that's unsurprising. So we've got 42 arrows, 21 gunpowder, quite a lot of stuff, just and barely any time at all, really. I finished this probably about 20 minutes ago now, so that's really nice to see. And this is really quite simple to build. There are alternatives. You can use dogs and things to scare away the mobs, scare away the skeletons. That obviously only works in the snapshot. The latest snapshot. I am running Minecraft 1.7.5 here. It works perfectly fine in that. So if you want to incorporate this into your own world, please feel free to do so. I'm not entirely sure whether this necessarily is the most effective way, but it's certainly a very easy, and it's not so resource intensive either. You don't need huge amounts of exotic substances, so that should all be interesting. We had 1 zombie fall then. I can see a bit of light up there, which is what's concerning me slightly. I'll have to go and fix that in a minute. But anyway, I'm not sure there's too much more to show you of this, so I think I'm going to call an end to this little mini episode here. I know it's not a proper episode, but I didn't want to bore you all to death with building this thing, so obviously was quite a long thing. Oh, I heard skeletons then. I just want to see... Ooh, spiders. Why are you alive? Yeah, so there are some tiny problems with some reason the spiders aren't dying. What I can do to solve that is if I put half slabs up there in certain locations, which I can it's sort of every 5-6 spaces the middle one needs to have a half slab on it. If you have that, then it stops spiders spawning. I might do that, although it's nice to have the string, so we will see, because I'm not 100% sure why they're not always dying. I have got quite a lot of string from that. And these are witch drops, those are witch drops, which is all very nice as well. Yes. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.